Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Tarot Physics, your space for cosmic insight and transformative tarot readings. Okay, we are going to focus on Pisces placements, 12th house placements, as well as your Neptune placements. Okay, of course, we're going to use the spread deck. You can purchase this on Etsy. It creates the spread for you. I'm going to use the Mystical Forest tarot cards as well as the crystal message cards. Okay, so let's get into this. All right, now I don't know, this energy, the energy today, I don't know, it is in Pisces. Okay, it is in Pisces today, I will say that. Let's see what's coming in for Pisces placements. Please check and see where you have Pisces in your chart. All right, or what house Pisces is in your chart. All right, we have influence. The song that I keep hearing is Thriller, Michael Jackson, Thriller. Okay, what else? We have solutions. All right, make sure you guys check Tarot Physics out on all platforms, specifically Threads, Instagram, Facebook, as well as here, YouTube. All right, and Spotify, of course, for those who like to just listen. You can't really watch the video. All right, I really like that option because I don't be having time for all of that. You feel me? Anywho, all right, we got a family member's opinion. Bottom of the deck, we have attitudes. With the deck, we have heart chakra. All right. I may use intuitive Kev's decks as well, but I kind of want to see what... I'll look at that for 12th house. I'm hearing Oracle. So let's use Divine Leah. All right. Let's see what's coming in. Clarify influence. We have desire. Clarify sacrifice. We have clarity. Clarify solutions. All right. We have speak in reverse. Okay. Clarify a family member's opinion. So I'm gonna put these back. I don't really like all three of, like, I just want one card, but it says power, apartment, and lurking. Okay. The fact that lurking came, we have anger. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have planning, which is clarifying attitudes. With the deck, we have manipulation, which is clarifying heart chakra. And then I just saw the power card. You have fire sign energy here. So Aries, Leo, Sag is significant. And we have theft and winter. All right. So influence is clarified by desire. It says this energy is so strong, it cannot be contained. What you focus on is what you manifest into your reality. All right, so how I'm viewing this here is I feel like, especially with solutions being clarified by speaking reverse, there's a need to kind of keep your plans, the things that you want, desires of that nature to yourself. Now, Pisces is also, the traditional ruler of Pisces is Jupiter. So this could definitely have a lot to do with your expansion, like material wise here. Okay, that's what I'm really getting. Because sacrifice is clarified by clarity. Truth and clarity has revealed itself. But I'm going to look more into it. I think I need to actually use Intuitive Kev's deck, the Kipperish. Let's see. Because influencing, So on a spiritual level, there could definitely be some energy here trying to steer you a certain type of way. Okay, this is why there's a need to kind of keep things to yourself. All right, family members' opinion, and we have anger. Some of you may be upset about someone's opinion, but this may also be someone being upset about somebody. I feel like someone, and being that it says a family member's opinion, either you're upset or someone's upset towards you. Okay, but I'm gonna look as to why. Let's clarify desire. Clarify desire. We have commitment. So we have partnership, connection here, okay? Bottom of the deck, something that is high honor. We have Earth Angel here, message, health concern, and false narrative. I need more. What about the commitment? Show me more. We have love spell. We have distant future. We have divine feminine and ice queen. Bottom of the deck, ritual. Split the deck, manifestation. High honor again, but we have unexpected money. So you're manifesting a real connection here, okay? You're either your desire. You can have Pisces in the 5th house here. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm kind of getting here. It feels like you're manifesting a commitment, a real connection, something that is actually going to come in the future, or this is something that you want in the future here. Whether you know this person or not, yeah, love offer at the bottom of the deck here. Whether you know the person that you're manifesting or not, for some of you, you may not know, because it does kind of seem like this is you opening yourself up to love. Some of you, you could be opening yourself up to love just out of, I really feel like more so you're ready for it, if that makes sense. Let's clarify clarity, which is clarifying sacrifice. Let's clarify clarity. Show me clarity. Because you've seen the BS, false and rich girl, and sweetheart, and love offer. Bottom of the deck, unexpected money, ice king. Okay, somebody may also feel like you sacrificed them for whatever you're manifesting. That's what I'm getting. And you may have. But this whoever this is, or whatever that is, it didn't align anyway. It was false. That's why you're manifesting something that is real. Period. At the end of the day. But I also feel like that whatever you're walking away from, or whatever you realize that you needed to kind of, I'm getting two things. Some of you have been sacrificing your desires to please others, or to go by, or because there was some type of illusion. Okay, maybe you thought somebody was someone that they are actually not. Okay, I feel like this is someone who's gone through a lesson in love, and you're finally seeing things for what they are. So this is what is influencing, because yes, exactly. This is what is influencing what you're manifesting. Whether this, because it seems like this is actually helping the divine feminine on a financial level as well. It seems like there's a connection that you cut loose, or a relationship, or someone you cut the cord with, and they may feel sacrificed, or you may feel like it was a big sacrifice, but it was a sacrifice. For one, it seems necessary, and for two, it was necessary for your growth. You would not be on the path that you're on when it pertains to financial abundance if you did not cut this person loose. And that's just being real. Okay? Unexpected money at the bottom of the deck. You would have not been, yeah, that's not what I'm getting here. Like, it feels like, yeah, because look, Starseed just popped out when I'm trying to shuffle. Starseed, faith and abundance. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. With gift at the bottom of the deck. You would have not been able to obtain what it really, I'm gonna be honest, your birthright, what you're owed, what you deserve, if you would have stayed in a connection with whoever this person was. And I think that is the main issue that somebody may be upset about, to be 100% honest with you. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a text message. But yeah, I feel like regardless of what that is, what you've been through in love and in life has really kind of, in a sense, it has influenced your actual desires and what you want. Heavy 5th house energy for someone here. It's like what you're manifesting now, what you want now is completely probably different. Literally like a whole 180 in comparison to what you wanted before. Or it could be what you've always wanted and you're finally about to obtain it, or you're obtaining it now. Okay? Clarify, speak in reverse. I just really feel like keep it on that hush. Okay? Whatever this is. Yeah, because look, we got mentally and emotionally unstable. We got flying monkey. Oh, baby, you got to keep things on the hush. Bottom of the deck, transition. I think the reason why, okay, some of you, this may be, The solution was cutting a tie, okay? That's just 100% honest. The solution was cutting a tie, a cord, someone's access to you, okay? Someone no longer has access to you, and I feel like that's the problem. And I really feel like it's actual family members specifically, okay? Or maybe a group of family, all right? But it looked like it was necessary, okay? It looks like it was completely necessary so you can move forward. Somebody is losing their marbles, literally. And I don't try to overread, but the card itself, like, she got snot coming out of her nose, her hair is everywhere, crying, eye twitching, like, and it's with flying monkey. Like, this person is trying to exert every resource that they have to figure out what's going on. And then we have surprise at the bottom of the deck. So whoever this is never thought that they would lose complete access. The problem here is, once again, whoever you're cutting a tie with, they are not who they say they are to the public. They are not. That's the issue. Clarify, mentally and emotionally unstable, and flying monkey. Yeah, we have bliss and message here. Bottom of the deck, mature woman, which is the Empress card in this deck, with single, sexy, successful, real love, expectation, poverty, and change with protection. And there you go, jealousy and envy right after protection. Exactly. This is why I don't even think this is it. What you desire romantically is one of the main reasons why you cut ties with whoever this was. This could have been an ex-husband, an ex-wife. For some of you, this could just be someone very toxic in your actual atmosphere that blocks your forward movement, your connections, right? And I think, but it's not the only thing that, I'm telling you, that's not the only thing that this person blocks. With bliss being here, look at that as the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment. Is all your desires. It's everything. It's your dream. It's that dream fantasy into a reality. It's there. Literally 12:12 on the clock. But that's not just in love. That's just in life, family, home, prosperity, success. Whatever your 10 of Cups envision, 12:22 on the clock, whatever that vision is for you, that is what's happening. But this person could not be a part of it because they're not right. Clarify bliss and message. Now with bliss and message here, there could be communication. Yeah, look, poverty. Somebody, and we have voodoo. That's the problem here. It's okay. I see what was happening with occupation, actual money, confusion and illusion, and protection. You're being protected from this individual here because, like I said, they're not who they say they are, and they could actually be sending negative energy. Look at that. Right under voodoo is earth angel. And then you have trusted and relationship and entity attachment. Somebody in concern. Look, oh my God. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Let me clarify. Show me this mentally and emotionally unstable person. Show me one card. We have Queen of Pentacles. This could be a Capricorn for some of you. Clarify flying monkey. It could be a woman here, but this has something to do with you being the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody is working on something here. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Somebody sees you working hard for something here. That's what I'm saying. It's not just whoever you are, you're walking in your season. Like, you're literally going through the gates. Like, it's like, oh, behind the scenes. Like, I'm not even trying to be dramatic, but that's what I'm seeing here. And with the Page of Pentacles, yes, whatever you're doing right now, it may start small here. Look at that, Ace of Swords. It may start small because some of you are actually beginning again. So wherever Pisces is in your chart, that's what's happening, okay? That's literally what's happening right now, okay? So if this is something that you're working on, especially like, okay, for instance, if you have 6th house Pisces, all right, something about your routine is changing, what you're doing, how you're doing it. Some of you with the Queen of Pentacles is here, you're becoming more disciplined in what you're doing, okay? You're becoming more disciplined, all right, stronger, all right? Some of you may have, it just really depends. But some of you, it just feels like, depending on where Pisces is, that is what's changing and it's triggering someone. 9 of Cups here, 8 of Swords when I split the deck with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords again. You have a brand new beginning here, but this person is working on something with someone to stop this, but it's a wrap. Yeah, Five of Wands. This is somebody in competition with you. Seven of Swords. They want to take something from you. Like I said, this could be a Capricorn. Some of you, this is a Leo. Some of you, this is a Virgo. They could be working with all three of those individuals. Clarify Five of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Wands here. Knight of Wands. Some of you, this is a masculine. Because like I said, you're coming up as that Queen of Pentacles energy, but they could definitely be a Capricorn. And then Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. So this could be a Sag as well here. And then Queen of Swords. You're coming up as this Queen of Swords as well. But they're viewing you as a Queen of Swords to them. Libra energy here to the Chariot. Cancer energy. Okay? Let's see. Clarify anger. Clarify anger. Enamor in reverse. Okay. Now, somebody may also be upset with a particular family member because something didn't work. Enamor in reverse with imprisonment. Somebody actually, their obsession, their intentions, whatever the case may be, somebody is they're bound. Masculine energy at the bottom of the deck with rich guys. Split the deck, unexpected money, divination. I'm telling you, blocked and protection. Somebody work is not working anymore. It could have worked in the beginning. Yeah, achievement is clarifying. Enamor in reverse and imprisonment. Bottom of the deck, boss and family. Somebody wants to control. This could be a family member, a parent, a mother, a father. But somebody, an ex-husband, ex-wife, it definitely gives that. Somebody wants control of somebody's path almost. Yeah, look, achievement and entity attachment. But that entity is bound to them ascending. It can't touch you anymore because you've ascended. You've graduated past this level. Okay? And this is an obsessed person, y'all. This person is loony. When I tell you, okay? When I tell you this is somebody that is loony, okay? I don't think you can trust this person. I think, I don't know, y'all. I think you need to be very careful. I also feel like this person could be someone that, you know, is bound to their own demons, but imprisonment is significant here. This person could be someone that, you know, depending on their actions, that's where they're headed, okay? And this is like separate from you, but some of these people live in a confined, like this person could be very depressed. Five of Cups here, split the deck, Two of Cups. This is about the partnership. Knight of Swords here with the Nine of Wands. You set some type of boundary with this person. You have love coming in, but this person is not the person that's going to be a part of it, and you're being guided to not bring this person into that part of your life. And whatever steps that you needed to take was the solution. And some of y'all, that's cutting off communication, okay? Somebody could also be angry with their family. That I'm telling you, somebody is upset with their family because in some way they may not be showing this to them, but they're upset because they listened to someone's advice and it did not go as planned. It backfired on them completely. Okay, everyone, let's look and see what 12th house is bringing us for the month of June 2026. All right, 12th house is all about what's being highlighted behind the scenes, okay, beneath the surface and within your inner world, okay? So, you know, this is, you know, it is that Piscean energy, all right? This is that behind the veil energy as well, all right? For school to be out. All right, let's see. We have live. I'm sorry. What? I was not expecting that. Okay, that's more than one card. Give me one card, please, each. We have withdrawal. We have spiritual. Okay. 4:11 on the clock. We have goal and challenge. It just came out, so let me, I just need one card for that. Okay, crown chakra. Okay, so a lot of you are going to be getting divine messages this month, so it's good to pay attention. Yep, look, bottom, I knew it. Bottom of the deck, intuition. Split the deck, relationships. This is about your connections. Okay, so something is hidden behind the scenes due to connection. So let's kind of break it down and see what exactly. Okay, I'm gonna use the crystal message oracle. All right, let's clarify lie. Let's clarify lie. We have life purpose in the struggle position. Communication at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Clarify withdrawal. Courage. Clarify spiritual. White light. Clarify crown. Crown chakra. New beginning. Bottom of the deck is trust, intuition. All right, so I'm gonna be, this is, oh wow, split the deck harmony, which is clarifying relationships. All right, so this is kind of to the point. Now with life purpose coming out in the struggle being the clarification for lie, for me personally, from what I'm picking up on this seems to be more so about your actual path. Yeah, the world at the bottom of the deck. Four of Swords. You may have a Saturn placement in your 12th house. Okay. It feels like this does feel a full circle. You could have been on the wrong path at one point in time. Something is shifting when it pertains to your life purpose and the trajectory of it, like where you're supposed to be at. Okay, where you're supposed to be aligned at. Yeah, Seven of Cups here, bottom of the deck. Split the I'm sorry, Seven of Cups, bottom of the deck. Page of Swords here. All right. Some of you, there was some type of confusion on what path you were on. And I feel like because of that, you're needing the courage to follow the divine. Because literally, spiritual is clarified by white light. The saying on the card says, I surround myself with the white light of protection. Only good energy is allowed in and around my space. The card that just came out is the Seven of Pentacles. So something that could have been being built here, Two of Wands here. It looks like you're at a crossroads exactly. Two of Wands to the world again. To the Page of Cups here, Nine of Cups and the King of Cups. Your intuition. Okay? You can have a Taurus 9th house. You can have a Scorpio. You can have a Taurus 12th house or a Scorpio 12th house. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles in the struggle. Five of Pentacles. More Taurus energy. Somebody's Taurus is their 12th, is in 12th house. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups here. Queen of Cups. The world. I feel like someone is getting out of a karmic cycle. You took the wrong road. And now you are, or you have already evaluated that and realizing that you need to go in a different direction. Some of you, this may be difficult because we have withdrawal being clarified by courage. Okay? It may not be the easiest decision for you to take. Yeah, Seven of Swords just came out in reverse. But, bottom of the deck, the Fool, Aquarius energy. You have an Aquarius 12th house. Uranus could be in your 12th house. You're realizing that you're going to have to do things differently. If you want to live in your purpose, if you want to achieve certain things in your life, this is what's shifting behind the scenes. Some people may not know this about you. They may not see what's going on. Some of you may not even understand what's transitioning right now in your life. This is pretty deep. This is pretty deep. Okay. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I keep getting messages. Clarify Seven of Swords in reverse. This is you no longer avoiding the truth. So some of you somebody been living a lie. Either this is you or this is what's happening surrounding someone that you know. Okay? Take it how it resonates. But somebody is no longer choosing to avoid something here. Ace of Swords, exactly. Somebody is starting to see the light, the truth. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This was definitely very painful. You can have an air sign 12th house, okay? Meaning 12th house could be, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But this is Gemini energy at the bottom of the deck with this Ten of Swords. Aquarius energy with that Seven of Swords. I'm going to see what this is about. But it looks like your purpose, your growth. You're no longer building on falsity. And it seems like, yeah, Ten of Wands, you're releasing burden, Sagittarius energy. You're not carrying, that's what it is. You've been living, Okay. Sometimes we live life based off of what people say how we should. We should live like this. We should be more practical. We should be more, we should be more open, whatever the case may be. It feels like you went away or something changed on course that made you realize that this may not be either the path or you have to do it differently. Okay, some of you, it's the same purpose, but doing something differently. Something that's more aligned with you, but also more protective, okay? Because you have spiritual here clarified by white light. There's something about your purpose where maybe you can't, where you need to be all out and seen, and others of you may not. It may need to be behind the scenes. But let's look. Clarify white light. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. You can have a Capricorn 12th house, an Aquarius, or a Leo. Yeah, this is to protect you. This is to move you. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. This is to move you into calmer waters, to protect you. So the purpose itself for some of you is not wrong. It's how you need to go about it. You need to do something differently. This is different, and it does take courage for you to do that. You may have to pull back from certain things, and in particular, some of you, this will bring harmony in your relationships. So it's not to say, like, for instance, like, it's not to say that, say for instance, if your purpose is to be a content creator or to be, seen, some of you, the issue has been people, it's a lot of in order to protect what you're supposed to put out there, you may have to do it in a way that you may have not envisioned, okay? But let's clarify new beginning. That's just an example, okay? Some of you have different purposes, of course. Clarify new beginning. We have 2 of Pentacles. We have Death card, okay? You can have a Scorpio 12th house, and we have the Ace of Cups. All right, so this is the reason why something has to be done differently here in your relationship is because of your relationships and your connections. So some of you, this is your purpose in itself, that there's something about it that you're having to realign or readjust in order to make, to get back on track or to get into alignment. The reason this is coming up in 12th house energy is because some of you may have been, people may not know this, okay? They may not know this, all right? They don't need to. But with Queen of Pentacles here, bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, and then you have this King of Wands. This is definitely to do with a relationship as well. All right, some of you, the person and who you're supposed to be may not be the person you think it is, or it wasn't. That's what I'm getting, because it looks like you're moving out of that energy. You're starting to see someone for who they are, or you already did. We saw that in the Pisces reading, but for some of you, you could, like, Pisces did come out in 12th house, so you could have a Pisces 12th house. That could be the primary thing here as well. But it also looks like with the with the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords, when I split the deck here, clarifying new beginning here, this is to get things, it's also to readjust your priorities as well, to get things balanced here. They're definitely having to do something different. This is definitely after a cycle closed out. You have to, you're not the same. You can't do something the same anymore. And you're being given something by the divine with that Ace of Cups here, a new beginning here in something that's aligned with you emotionally, in a sense. Yeah, the World again at the bottom of the deck. Somebody definitely has a Saturn. Either you have Saturn or Pluto in your 12th house. Either Saturn or Pluto in your 12th house. Yep. Clarifying 2 of Pentacles, Death card, and Ace of Cups is the 9 of Wands. You've been through a lot. 4 of Cups as well at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Judgment. Exactly. Something had to be torn down to be rebuilt again. But there was a lot of interference, and it seems like it had to do with negative masculine energy, whether it be a woman or a man, okay? Actions, okay? Could have gotten you in a place where something needed to be readjusted as well. But with relationships, it also has to do with your connections with people, okay? Something about how you deal with individuals, You're no longer taking on anybody's problems, or you don't need to. Should I say that? You shouldn't need to. Show me what's in 12th house. Some of you have Leo in 12th house, Cancer in 12th house, Taurus in 12th house. Some of you have a Taurus 8th house. That came out together. Something about your, okay, boom. This is a double whammy for someone with that Taurus and 8th house coming out together. Bottom of the deck, 5th house, heavy Leo. So something about your 5th house. This is somebody's, in general, like your whole, like there's a lot of shift changes happening, not only in your 12th house, but in your 8th house and your 5th house, which makes sense because remember in the Pisces reading, I said this is giving 5th house Pisces or 5th house energy. What you desire, what you want has changed, but it is meant to happen this way because it puts you back in alignment of where you need to be. Yeah, North Node, exactly. Your North Node could be in your 12th house or your 5th house is what I'm getting, or your 8th house. Your moon could be in your 12th or your 10th house. Mercury is in your 12th or your 10th house for some of you, or your Chiron. You can have a Chiron Libra, all right, or it squares that, or Gemini. Take it how it resonates. I'm just reading the cards, okay? Okay, everyone, let's look and see what's going on with Neptune placements. All right, Neptune is all about, your intuition, how you need to trust it, moving with spiritual discernment, navigating with, illusions, unclearness, if that's even a word, things of that nature. Okay, let's see, Neptune. I need one card each, please and thank you. Neptune placements. This came in reverse, and it's responsibilities, and it's still in reverse. Oh wow, okay, I'm gonna leave it that way. We have pattern. Okay. Influence and decision. They came out. Bottom of the deck, relationships. Split the deck, unseen influences and change. Okay, boom, which makes sense because it's Neptune energy. So depending on where your Neptune placement is, that's the issue. So let's see, why is responsibilities placement in reverse though? Okay, Aries. Okay, which makes sense. Some of you need, this is stepping into your power, but also I really feel like, we all know what that Aries energy is. We know what Emperor is. This is all about, yes, assertiveness, but action. Aries energy, Emperor energy, that Emperor energy is all about taking care of your responsibilities, what needs to be handled. Okay, arising to the occasion. And that's what needs to be happening. Some of you have not been doing that. Okay, and you're going to be tested on that because, let's clarify pattern. You're going to be tested on that during the month of June, it looks like. Oh my goodness, the cards. Yeah, Mars. Look, Mars in the struggle position, all right? You can have Neptune in Aries. Bottom of the deck is Leo. Clarify influence. Okay, third house energy. Your Neptune could be in your third house. I'm gonna look into that because third house is all about communication, how you communicate. Okay. I'm gonna look into that. Clarify decision. Conjunction, empowerment. Yeah, this is you taking back your power. 11th house. Your Neptune could be in your 11th house or it could be in your 9th house. That makes perfect sense. You need to arise to the occasion. Bottom of the deck is relationships. The bottom of the deck position in the spread deck is relationships. Is clarified by 11th house here. Split the deck. Unseen influences, 9th house. Change is Libra. Okay. Some of you are being called to step up and focus on your growth. This has a lot to do with your relationships, because it seems like the unseen influences, what's being influenced is your growth based off of the connections that you have, or they have been. That may not be seen to you. You get what I'm saying? All right. With pattern being clarified by Mars in the struggle position, it seems that some of you are having a difficult time with breaking a cycle here, with allowing people, places to get you off course. Now, what I will say is, third house, just based off the card alone, it says speech, thought, social media, excursions, dating, siblings, research, street life, circulation, discussions surrounding sociability. So who and what you have been talking, the people around you have been blocking you. They have been keeping you in an illusion, in confusion here from your path, from your expansion, from your growth. And I feel like you're being pushed this month to see that, okay? You're being pushed to see that this month of June, okay? You can have your Neptune in your 9th house or your 11th house for some of you, okay? Or your 3rd house, okay? Some of you, if you have Neptune in your 3rd house, you definitely have the gift of gab, okay? Definitely have the gift of gab, for sure. Or Venus, if you have Venus in your 3rd house, you definitely got the gift of gab, okay? All right. Sell the person a dream, honey. Something, you know, honey. But I feel like, let me clarify, Aries. I'm going to use Intuitive Chaos Extra deck. We have pretentious, superficial. Yeah, you're hanging around people that are 3D, quagmire at the bottom of the deck, entrapment set up. You're hanging around 3D individuals, and you're not made for that. Yeah, they're keeping you very pessimistic, optimism in reverse, okay? Bottom of the deck, empowerment, split the deck, spell work, and candle magic. People around you are the people that you've been around are low vibrational. You don't, these are not your people, or they haven't been, and you're realizing that. Clarify Mars in the struggle position. All these cards are coming in reverse. Yeah, victim in reverse, grief. I think what's happening here is and I said that from the beginning, you're taking back your power here. You're now focusing on what makes you happy here. Bottom of the deck, parents could be significant. Okay, this could actually be a father figure. So it could be something, this could stem from a connection with your father or the lack thereof. But I feel like Cancer energy is here as well, so you can have a Cancer Neptune. But I feel like you're being called to step up, rise, stop living in a fantasy land, see what's right in front of you, okay? See what's right in front of you. Clarify 3rd house. Yeah, theft, robbery, burglary, embezzlement, larceny, fortune at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the people you've been around and I feel like you're doing that because Emperor here, Aries came out pretty strong, upright, clarifying responsibilities in reverse. So you're rising to the occasion. But yeah, look, theft is clarified by mind games. That makes perfect sense for that to clarify 3rd house. Bottom of the deck, victory, success, winning. Whoever you are, you are supposed to be in front of the masses. Whoever this Neptune reading is for, you're supposed to be in front of the masses. And the people that you've been around have kept you stuck, literally. Okay, they kept you stuck. They kept you straddling the fence. They kept it, and it turned into a spiritual robbery. Aries at the bottom of the deck here, and liar, split the deck with runner, avoidant, escape, intuition here, adaptability, and contentment. Some of you could be readers. You don't have to be, but you could be. Clarify conjunction, empowerment. Somebody could be actually going, and then look, and bribe, stalker. Yeah. Somebody's not seeing someone's true intentions around them. Somebody is not who they say. This is a friend this is not a friend. This is a foe. And with healing, recovery, and mending, when I split the deck, it looks like you are actually healing from this because you're taking your power back. So you're not allowing yourself to be influenced anymore around with the people around you. Okay, because behind the scenes, this has been affecting your physical and spiritual growth. And also, for some of you, second house is not out here, but it's been messing with your material growth as well. Okay, and this stems from either a connection with a masculine energy or because the lack thereof, whether you're a man or a woman. All right. I feel like somebody has to get their gab, and that's how they, yeah, this is definitely dealing with people that are very low vibrational, very much so. I don't know why I want to say scammer like, but a scammer doesn't necessarily have to. A scammer is an illusionist, is a warlock. They can create scenarios in order to get what it is that they want. It doesn't have to be someone that literally creates a physical robbery of anything financial. That's what it's giving, because it's clarified by manipulation, trickery, confusion, mind games. This is somebody else playing with somebody's head. This is their, yeah. I feel like just around the wrong people. Somebody was listening to the wrong person. This person you could not trust. Yeah, or this is somebody being exposed for listening to the wrong person and then doing you greasy in some type of way as well. Yeah, narcissist when I said that. So it can go either way, but either way it goes, you're taking your power back, which you are supposed to.